On this episode of Carnival Fever, dance routine or bust. Stay tuned.
You gonna love it. When they start to walk, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. Beauty, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. My body's flawless when I step on the road. I can't help this feeling, waking up feeling good. The man I'm looking, 'cause they love what they singing. They love the women all around. Hey, so many pretty faces in one place. We'll make them man and them hot start to race. Caribbean girls, we have it. Worldwide, you know they are coming. Carnival won't be the same. Music's on the road, anything we pumping. Music's on the road, coming from everywhere. Music's on the road, they whine it. Music's on the road, they love it. Music's on the road. The way them girls they move it, you gon' love it. The way them girls they whining, you gon' love it. You gon' love it.
Where to go from there. There wasn't too much direction on where to go, and it was really hard trying to get through the crowd to even follow the directions that the trucks were supposed to go to. So that just ended up being a whole other mess. I think eventually we did get out, and then we just kind of headed back to wherever we had parked our cars so that we could see what to do. I think I remember how we got the truck back, actually. Do you remember how we got the truck back?
Adamar took the truck back to the house and picked up his car from there.
It came back.
No, he couldn't come back because there was so much traffic, remember?
There's a lot of them coming.
To the final spot. Are you going to go back to your car?
I should.
You going to do that? You going to drive back with Adamar? So you probably got to break his fingers down. I don't know how you going to travel back on the highway.
Yeah, I'll break some of this shit down. Me and Max will do it. We'll travel with Adamar, go to the car, break it down.
Yeah, there was a traffic jam on the highway, but it's to be expected. It is Atlanta Carnival, so if you weren't already at the carnival, leaving out of the house and then trying to come back in was dang near impossible. So yeah, that is what happened. Adamar went ahead and dropped the truck back off at our starting location, and he went home. He, by the way, good shout out to him. Really good gentleman, nice guy, really good truck driver. It was a lot of fun to hang around with him while he was driving, and pretty sure he had a great
Because
time.
you can't have the truck blocking up the place. So you have somebody, so it's basically A, B, and C. It's so many moving parts. It's really more than that. There's A1, A2, A3. But anyway. We get to the gate, and there's a confusion at the gate because the people, Ace, I don't know necessarily shout out to them because it was a lot of headache dealing with Ace. This is the people that sponsor Carnival. They paid we paid them some money to help put on the Carnival, and they were in charge of security, restrooms, and securing the talent for the Carnival Village.
By the end of it, people were tired. I mean, dog tired. I mean, there was still a lot of energy from the music and, of course, excitement. But for the most part, I could tell in people's faces that everyone just kind of wanted to get in the gate, get some food, and go home or do our routine and just be done with it. But little did we know, once we got to the gate, that was going to be a whole other drama point.
At the end, you're ready to eat and chill, right? So we get to the gate to get into Carnival Village because as a masquerader, you get to get into Carnival Village for free. Carnival Village is where the concert for Carnival is. All the major artists, soca artists perform there, and also all of the troops go into Carnival Village, and that's where their food and drinks and the rest of their troops.
So at the end of the parade, it was so packed that we couldn't even get in. Mind you, we were part of the carnival, but it was so many other, groups.
For like the last, I don't know how long, we can't get in. They still open at 9. doozy, because when we got to the gate, security wasn't letting people in. Now mind you, everyone has been on the road for 4 hours, partying and drinking. They're tired, their people are drunk and ready to go eat and sit down. And we get to the gate, and these people, that security that never been to a meeting before, we've never seen them before, is telling us that we can't go through this gate to get into Carnival Village.
With so many other, you know, groups and organizations, you know, people there to see us, so it was just so packed. We were like fighting to get in, not fighting, you know, but it was very packed, and we had to like hold hands to get in through this gate a little bit. So that's what we had to do. I think we had to sneak around actually to get in, so that was crazy.
A lot of the band leaders were out there with me. We Kind of Thing was out there with me. Shout out to the band leader for We Kind of Thing. She was out there very distressed with me as well. We had a lot of other troops. Atlanta Jonkunu was out there with me as well, trying to get into this gate so we can get some food and libations to our troop and masqueraders, you know, and it was very difficult. And we sat out there for at least an hour trying to get through the barricade. People, after a while, it became like almost a stampede situation.
Yes, it was deep.
But anyway, we were able to get in there after that, and then most of my troop got fed.
Food and drinks was provided by Mama Nika. She cooked, and it was so good. I just remember the mac and cheese was off the chain, and you know, we was having a good time.
We didn't get to perform because after the fiasco at the gate, it delayed a lot of troops from getting in to go on the stage. So by that time, the performers were already on the stage. So a lot of, only about one troop got to perform on the stage, I think. So the dance routine that we learned, shout out to Nate Martin, the dance routine that we paid a choreographer for, we paid for a dance space for, and we got people that took flights from Europe to come in to do this routine, never happened. It never happened. Why? Because some no-name security guard at this gate wouldn't let people go in. Okay? It's just, do you want to be that guy? It's always that guy. Why is it always the little guy that think that he's a big guy that wants to stop the shit from going down? Didn't I tell you guys in business, like, when you're on your way, it's always gonna be some bullshit. Like, the security guard literally stopped all these troops who had to, it cost money for the photographer, it cost money for the space, it cost so much money to get this routine together, and we didn't get to do it. Everyone's pretty exhausted and tired, and so most of the people just left, and most of the masqueraders just left and went home. And that is not just with Royal Mass. A lot of the masqueraders from the other troops were leaving and going home, because after sitting at the gate for a grueling hour trying to get some food and libation, your truck is gone, everybody's gone. Only people that's there with you is your band leader and the masqueraders, and you couldn't get in, and it was very difficult. And that's the one thing I would say that was the downfall of the whole carnival. You know what? We still had fun. We did it. It was lit. We got to our food and we was chilling.
I would participate 100% again in Carnival, just because, one, that's something I've been watching since I was a little girl, and to actually be a part of it felt like, oh, this is something that's bigger than me. And I just felt, like I said, you feel empowered, you feel good, you're having a great time, so why wouldn't I go back and do that again? I had a wonderful time. My friend had a wonderful time, and you know, it's just, we were just enjoying each other's company, and we all partied out, you know?
Having now been a part of building a troupe and everything that it takes to put a carnival together, I'm thankful. I'm really excited about Carnival now. I it really gave me a chance to see all the different parts. And once you see something from so many different directions, I think at that point you begin to see the beauty of it and the tradition of it. And it makes me glad that my daughter is part of such a tradition. And I'm glad that I, as an American father, can understand something for her on such a level that I'll make sure that she includes that as part of her yearly routine in the future. So, whereas before I just think there's a bunch of chicks in bikinis trying to run around and act fast, now I know it's part of a great grand culture where you're celebrating colors and life and lifestyle and food and people and music. So yeah, Carnival's really exciting. It's really good to see that there's a vibrant Caribbean American culture that still practices this. So can't wait to catch Carnival fever again.
Hey, shout out to William Mass Band, Carnival Fever. Oh. Keep it locked for the surprise routine we never got to do.
Rolling down the street with my G's. Everybody's looking at me. Who is she? She's so fine now. Everybody wants a Caribbean gal. Nothing they can say could bother me, 'cause I'm young and I'm living for what my life is worth. Struggle with me and the crew link up, boy. But something about my vibe would have you so hit.
Just trying to do like this, go like that. What I'm gonna do first? Yeah. I can do this part. Last time. Turn up. Hey. Last time. Come on, let's go. Hey. Hey. Let's go. What's up? Hey. Hey. Group one, get ready to step. Group two, let's go. Hey. 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 All right. It's a party. 6, 7, go. All right. Group one. Group two.
Hype it up, y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. Yeah. All right.